time I put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God. Big numbers.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Portland Lumberjacks. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch a slack, watch a slack, watch a slack.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Daly, he'll find Hall. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
We got to step it up. Alert 3, alert 3.
2nd and 13. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Tighten up, tighten up. Tyler, 64, weak. Hey. Speed trip.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daly. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish. Itself to start a game, that has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
58, right over there.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. He finds Coleman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check. Lucky.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
6-6. Pull it high. That's what. Bravo. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Silver.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught by Watkins. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time. So here the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
What down? 185. No. Switch.
They run with Breida. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's going the other way.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
30 base.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Hey, zoom.
Set the tone, defense, let's go.
Ready to go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Lumberjacks 3, Raiders nothing.
Ready? 60 outlaw. General West.
Watch the pass. Switch.
Yes. Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Daly over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Nicholas Moore.
Who's off Porker?
On 2nd down, it's Harris. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Let's go.
They're going to try and throw. And the Raiders have got him. Eric Armstead. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. This is Breida. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Thomas made the tackle.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Matt Breida, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check 13. Check 13.
Back to throw. Daly. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, check right.
On 1st down, Daly. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Right here. Sit up. Go.
Back to the air on second down. Daly, he's got this one complete to Perriman. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Looking to throw. Daly going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
61, matchbox lights.
From the gun, Daly. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the ship.
Protein spill.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hey.
Me.
Snap.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Matt Breida, 79 yards. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
On the ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Let's get it.
32-yard line.
Let's go.
On second down now, it's Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. On first down, Harris. And some room to work. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back to throw. Daly.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal.
Blue there, blue there. Check, 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 check. Check 37.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
50, plant.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Check. 53's mine. Check.
Deep rip, deep rip.
From the gun on third down. Daly to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Daly's pass incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where...
And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the defense. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Here's Breida. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Look at me. Zipped it.
Operating from the gun. Daly, he'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
53, check 52. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Throwing on first down. Daly, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Alpha.
Give me some. Give me some.
Go.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. And we're pretty quiet.
Let's go. Now.
To throw again. Daly. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Here we go.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, Daly. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They run again with Breida. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling.
And this will be a touchdown. It's a punt return touchdown of 56 yards as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
I can't help it, partner. You know me. When I see a punt return for a touchdown, my excitement really jumps up a few levels. And now I think it's got to be decision time because we are in the 4th quarter. Go for 2 or just kick the PAT.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Carr. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Matt Breida with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Out of the shotgun, Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Carr completes it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from the 20. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. To throw, it's Carr. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Hey. Hey, seam six. You draw quarters.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daly, he's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go.
Get it.
On 4th down, Daly. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds.
First down, Raiders.
93.
I got you. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Carr going to look to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I'm coming.
Yes.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now.
Operating from the gun. Daly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Now.
Check 53's Mike. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Oakland, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Portland, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees. Come on.